Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, welcome to the multi-award winning Down the Line with me, the award-winning Gary Bellamy. But I wouldn't have won any awards without you. You are what makes this show. So come on, give us a ring, 0800 068 7060, or email downtheline@bbc.co.uk. Immigration, the big one. It's a minefield, isn't it? I mean, is Britain being swamped by immigrants? Is our culture in danger of being changed beyond all recognition? Are we all going to become Muslims or Polish? Or are we benefiting from the multicultural melting pot that Britain has become? I mean, God knows, I wouldn't want to clean a toilet. Now, these aren't necessarily my views. I'm just asking some questions. I'm just trying to get the debate going. I don't have the answers, but maybe you do. Why not give us a ring on 0800 068 7060 or email us on downtheline@bbc.co.uk. And love. What does love mean to you? A new report out today says that people aren't as much in love as they used to be. And in some areas, love is down by as much as 70%. But what is love? And is love something that should be measured? Call us and tell us all about it on 0800 068 7060 or email us on downtheline@bbc.co.uk. Oh, love. OK, we're going to go to our first call now, and we've got Mick on the line. What do you want to talk about, Mick?
I'd like to talk about immigration, mate. Basically, I think it's too easy for the illegals to get into your nation. I mean, if you land a small boat anywhere in the UK, in 10 seconds you're on a motorway and you're home free. I mean, these guys are squatting down eating chickens with their bare hands, you know? Next day they're up a world of leather, buying up the shop.
What?
I mean, in Australia we have an immigration policy which is the envy of the civilised world. I mean, if they land anywhere on land, we just literally put them in huge cages, and if we get them on the boats, we shout at them, go away, and we point guns at them. And if they actually land in Australia, the land leave them alive. Spiders, crocs. I'm talking about no water or food for 2,000 miles in every direction. Glad to meet you. Come aboard. You're picking the bones out, mate.
And you're proud of this, are you?
Well, I think you'll find, mate, if there was a summit meeting of many of the leaders of the Western world, and they basically said, we wish we had your immigration policy, but it's too late. So basically, we are the envy.
I tell you something, I'm not envious of it, and I think it sounds barbaric to me, to be honest.
What's barbaric, mate?
You're not very well informed.
Listen, I don't want to sound too
racist,
cold about this.
horrible, nasty, cruel, wicked. What other words?
You're using words there that children use to describe witches. I'm not a witch. I'm a man that deals in cold facts. We have the best country in the world in terms of land space, in terms of industry.
What you fail to realise is that you're the biggest nation of immigrants that ever existed.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie.
Absolute lie. But we never came from England. We were here originally, and the Arabs attacked us.
What are you talking about? Hello? Mick. What a coward.
There's nothing cowardly about me, mate. We were there originally. We were originally
in
Australia.
You can't have been. Are you Aborigine? What do you look like?
I'll tell you what, mate, if you said that to me in the pub, you'd find yourself waking up with a crowd round you.
What a coward. A total coward.
I heard that.
Next call is Brigadier Bruff Lysett. Is that right? Lysett. Hello, Brigadier.
Hello there, Gary. I'm just ringing in about love. I'd just like to say that, of course, love can take many forms. There's standard romantic love, which is love between a man and woman. Of course, this may not necessarily be sexual. Similarly, love between a man and a man. This may not, again, be sexual, but I'm thinking more about comradely love. Love between two soldiers, for instance. During wartime, men can form incredibly close relationships.
Do you think that men can actually...
Of course, at the opposite extreme to this, we have love from afar. A teenage girl may form a crush on a film star or a pop musician. And, of course, love need not even be between two people. It's love of an object. Man can very much be in love with his car. And, of course, these attachments can be incredibly intimate.
Yeah.
You know, mobile phones, personal computers, the BlackBerry. And, of course, when people are separated from these things, it can cause them extreme distress.
Yeah, but you can hardly compare loving a BlackBerry to a brother or a sister.
Of course, it's the greatest love of all. Love of a parent for a child, love of a child for a parent, love of a child for a pet, love of a brother for a sister, love of a brother for a pet, love of a pet for a parent. Love of a woman for a pair of shoes. Love of a woman for 2 pairs of shoes. Love of a woman for 2 soldiers. Love of a soldier for 3 women. Love of 3 women for 2 men, a car, a BlackBerry, and a pop musician. Love of a pop musician for a soldier.
Yeah, right, I think we've got the point. Okay, my next caller is Sarita, and you want to talk about immigration, is that right?
Actually, it's Sharita.
Okay, whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Hemel Hempstead.
So what do you want to talk about immigration?
Well, what I want to say is there's a lot of discussion these days about immigration and people who shouldn't be coming here, or they are, immigrants or asylum seekers or what have you. And what I want to say is that nobody talks about the people like Madonna and Rio Ferdinand, people like that who aren't English, but who are living here and being paid a lot of money. They're also
I think
immigrants.
you'll find Rio Ferdinand is
and,
English.
People like Madonna, you see, if she weren't living here, showing everyone her bottom night and day, then Shirley Bassey might still have a job. Or Lulu.
Thanks very much for your call. I agree with most of the things you said.
Oh, I'm very pleased to hear it. Thank you,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, my next call is Dave from Southend. Hello?
I want to say this, right? I
Yeah.
am a racist and I'm proud of it.
You're a rapist and you're proud of it?
No, I didn't say that. No, I said I'm a racist and proud of it.
Oh, sorry.
Call me a rapist, mate.
No, sorry, that's out of order. Sorry about that. Although, am I sorry? I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, being a rapist is just as bad as being a racist, isn't it?
I'm a racist. I'm a white supremacist.
But come on, you're a
That's
racist.
my
I mean, what,
belief.
are you a moron? That's a horrible thing to say.
Don't call me a moron.
How can you be
Hey,
proud?
I have taken a political position.
There's nothing political about being proud of being a racist.
I don't like them.
All right, thank you. I can't believe that someone would actually ring up and boast about something like that. I mean, it's like ringing up and boasting about being a drunk driver. It's just not on. Let's go to the next call. Hello.
Hello, it's Ted Gary Bellamy. My name is Donk Spimmer. I am a proto-fascist from the Netherlands.
Goodbye.
And I would like to just
Okay,
find out...
let's go to our next call. Hello.
Love of God for mankind.
Oh, no.
Love of man for Manchester United.
Yes.
Sporting love. That can be very important
Thank
in
you.
people's lives. Love of man for
Yes.
a football team. Love of a football team for a man. Love of a man for 3 women, a football team, 2 soldiers, a film star, a pair of shoes and a car. Love of a car
My
for
next
a
caller
man.
is
Love of a man
D
for a pet. Love of a pet
from
for a child.
Northern
Love of
Ireland,
a
from
child.
Belfast, yeah?
Pets, a hamster.
That's right, Gary. I used to know love, but, I've been heartbroken in my time, and it's very difficult to get over, and I know people are ringing in, they're quite flippant about love, and it's not something you can just put aside, if your heart's been
Got a
broken.
very pretty voice.
Oh, thank you very much, I've never heard
So
that.
you've lost love, have you?
I've lost a great deal of love.
Sad, yeah?
I'm really sad, yeah.
What do you look like?
Excuse me?
Just out of interest, you've got such a lovely voice. I'd like to put, like a
Very
picture
much.
to the voice.
Well, people do say, actually, I look like the lead singer of that Irish band.
What, The Cause?
No, what are they called?
The Cranberries?
No, U02,
Oh,
Bono.
right.
So the reason I was upset...
Thanks very much for your call. Okay, I've got, Tony Beckton on the line now. As you might remember, Tony Beckton appeared on one of our early shows on Down the Line last year. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Gary.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Doing okay? The book doing well?
Not too bad. We're going to do a second reprint.
I saw you on the South Bank show.
He was a prat.
What are you ringing about?
Oh, I want to talk about immigration.
Right.
What people don't realise is that the criminal fraternity, as we know it, has been irrecoverably changed by this vast influx of basically foreign criminals.
Right.
You've got Albanians, you've got Russians, gangsters, these people...
But you're not saying that all immigrants are criminals, but
no,
you're
of course
saying
I'm not.
that...
I'm just saying, underneath all the stories about them taking the plumbing jobs and them doing the cleaning jobs and blah, 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 and the call centres and all whatnot, the underworld has been swamped.
So what you're saying is that our traditional good old-fashioned British crime is being taken over by foreigners?
Absolutely. Listen, Gary, what I'm saying to you is, in the old days, the boys would meet, we'd have a few sherbets, a few drinks, we'd pop in a motor, down into Kent, sub-post office, out comes the shooter, hello, darling, boom, boom, give us the takings. They'd give us a few quid, no heroes, back in the car, and we'd be up the fair in the evening, on the Dodgems.
But do you really think it makes any difference to be held up by an Englishman with a gun or a Nigerian with a gun? Do you know what I mean? What difference does it make? You've still got a gun in your face.
If I go to Nigeria and get robbed, that's fair enough. But if I'm in this country, I want a white man robbing me.
You know, whether or not you're foreign or whether you're from England, a criminal's a criminal and crime is crime and it's nasty.
What you say, mate?
Wherever you come from.
You talking to me?
You're expecting us to give you some kind of credit for being an old-fashioned
Listen to me.
criminal.
Listen to me, you little rat. Don't you come over, you rat! Don't come over! I'm coming up there!
Okay, Mr. Fenwater, hello, you're down the line.
Say what you like about this country, but we've got the friendliest robins in the world. That's well documented.
Thank you very much. I couldn't agree more. My next call is Connor Metcalf. Hello, Connor.
Hello, I just wanted to call in to talk about drinking and driving.
Yes.
You hear a lot of fuss about it, and a lot of people are always getting... And I've been listening to your show.
Yeah.
A lot of... Yeah.
Are you driving now?
I'm driving at the moment, yes.
You shouldn't be driving.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, hang on. Seriously, you should pull over. You can't drive and talk at the same time on a are you on a mobile phone?
No, it's in the crook of my shoulder. It's fine. I'll concentrate. It helps me to concentrate if I'm talking to someone I'm driving.
Look, I refuse to talk to you while you're...
Yes! Just move out the... No, I wanted to talk about the drink driving thing, Gary. There's a lot of... Everyone making this terrible fuss about it all the time. I drive a lot better when I've had a few drinks.
You're not drunk now?
Yeah, I've had a few, but, you know, it sharps my concentration.
Right, listen, Connor, stop now. Please, put the phone down or pull over.
Well, I can't pull over now. I'm in the middle of the M17. I'll just pull over the side of the road. Somebody got me off.
Connor.
Whoa! It's stupid. Different people drive differently. There are so many idiots on the road. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
It's the idiots on the road that's the problem.
Connor, you think you can drive? Listen, I'm telling you now.
I'll tell you this. It's a true story. It's an absolute true story. The other day...
Connor. Hello? You obviously listen to me, put the phone down. You must never drive and talk on the phone at the same time. It's wrong. My next caller is Silas from Nigeria. Hello, Silas.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I've been listening to your discussion about love, and I cannot believe that no one has mentioned the delightful experience it is to be in love, and what a marvelous thing it is to have in the world. And I think if we all have more love in the world, then the world would be a much better place, you know? I think, for example, if the soldiers, when they are in the battle, if instead of firing the weapon, they quote a word of Shakespeare, you know? So when the fellow comes to them, they can just maybe quote some Romeo and Juliet or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Take a long time, wouldn't it?
But soft when light through yonder window breaks.
Yeah, okay, we've heard it.
And Juliet is the sun, you know?
Yeah, we've heard it.
Another one that said, shall I compare it to a summer's day? They're much more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and thy eternal summer shall not fade. Neither shall thou lose possession of that fair thou hast. Hello?
Sorry.
Are you not listening to me?
Well, no.
But it's championing that delightful experience. For instance, as I walk about day to day...
Oh, you're not going to do another one.
No, I'm not going to do a poem, but don't you think when you walk around and you see the ladies looking so delicious, don't you want to go and nibble them? Don't you want to go and nibble all the ladies...
Sorry?
In a state of love? I sometimes go into...
you don't go up and nibble ladies, do you?
I go into the laundry parlour sometimes.
The laundrette? You go into a laundrette and nibble women?
No, I go into the laundry parlour. I've been there on many occasions. I buy that for my girlfriend.
Laundry parlour.
And you notice that there are a lot of ladies in there looking very delicious. I always want to go and nibble them. So I'm just ringing to celebrate that.
But you're talking about going up to ladies in lingerie parlours and nibbling them. That's not love. That's nearly rape.
No, it's not. It's not. No, you are lowering it to the lowest common denominator. It's to do with the appreciation of the female form.
You just want to go up to a lady, read them a poem and nibble their boobs.
Nibble their what?
Their breasts.
No. I want to nibble them all over. It's not a sexual thing. It's just an expression
What's not sexual about nibbling someone all over?
Well, it's
You're a pest.
It's to do with the appreciation of the female. Please, allow me to finish.
All right.
Shall I compare thee to summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more...
Thanks very much for your call. Okay, I've got a regular caller now on the phone. It's Humphrey Milner, and you want to talk about immigration. Is that right, Humphrey?
That's correct.
Yeah.
This is a quick point.
Quick point.
It seems to me that the big fear that people have of immigration is that somehow our innate British culture will be somehow swamped and altered completely by these immigrants coming in, and we will no longer be British. But the thing is, if one looks at the evidence, no country has really been significantly changed by immigration. The national character seems to be set somehow, and immigrants are much more likely to assimilate than they are to actually change the culture. I'm sorry, I've lost interest in this. Thank you.
Okay, my next caller is, it's Gary Bellamy. Hello, Gary.
How you doing? All right. I get this all the time. People say, are you the old, what were the old Danny old up the old Gary Bellamy from the radio? And I say no.
No. You're not the same as me, are you?
No, I'm a separate man.
Separate man. And what are you ringing about?
I'm ringing about immigration.
Oh, yeah.
I've got up the old Danny. Listen, right?
Yeah.
Got a lot of people coming in here, right? Got the Pakistanians, you got the Arabs coming in from Saudi Arabia. You got people coming from Dubai. You got them coming from all the African places, St Vincent. You got them coming from Zimbabwe. You got them coming from Barbados, from the Bahamas. You know, you got them coming from nearer countries as well. You got them coming from France, from Spain, Belgium. You got them coming from Estonia. Poland. You got them coming from Romania. You got them coming from Czech Republic. You got them coming from like Sweden, Holland.
They're coming from all over. They're coming from all over.
They're coming from all over.
Yeah.
You got them coming from.
Well, we got the idea. They're coming from all over.
You got them coming from the Far East.
Yeah.
You got them coming from the Chinas, the Japans.
Yeah.
You got them coming from Thailand, Taiwan. They come from Australia.
And what do you think about that? Is that a good or a bad thing?
Well, my point is this. You got these people coming over. You got them coming from France. You got them coming from Spain.
All right,
Scotland.
Okay.
I don't know, like South Africa. We've got a lot coming from Chad.
Yeah.
A lot coming from
All
Chad
right.
now.
What do you think about that? Is that a good or a bad thing?
When people do come from these countries and they come from Iceland or they come from Finland or... I've got cramp.
Oh.
I've got terrible cramp. I'll call you back.
Okay. Right. Okay, Khalid. Hello, Khalid.
Hello.
Hello.
Calling about love.
Oh.
What is point?
Well, surely what is point? A point of love is that
Point is love. What is point love?
Well, love is what love makes the world go around. It makes us happy, doesn't it? It makes us live.
What is point live?
Well, we live to love, don't we?
What is point of live of love? What is point of live of love? What is point?
Thanks for your call. Okay, let's go. Hello, who's on the line? Hello?
Monsieur Bellamy.
Yes.
Road Toad.
Hello, Road Toad.
I've just coming down the M24 onto the M17, Gary, and it's absolutely log jam. Tell your listeners to stay well clear, mate. It's bumper to bumper.
So obviously you're stationary now, so you're allowed to talk on the phone while stationary.
I'm wearing pants.
Just make that
Women's
clear.
Pants.
What?
I've got to be in Milton Keynes in 45 minutes. I'm not going to make it.
Right.
I don't know what's happened, Gary, but we're locked down.
We don't normally do traffic things on here, but...
We're getting ambulances go by. Oh, hang on, another one gone by, and a couple of squad cars have gone past too, so something's up.
Something bad's happened.
Well, let's hope not, Gary.
Thanks for your call.
Sure thing.
Right, my next call is Tony from Mill Hill. Hello, Tony.
Hello there, Michael. Is it Michael?
It's Gary.
Hello, Gary. I'm sorry about that.
Gary Bellamy.
Hello, Gary.
What's your question?
Immigration.
Yeah.
It's not a question, really, because there's a man that lives... Well, he either lives or semi-lives there, if you see what I mean. But no one knows if he should be there because he could have been an immigrant. Do you think we're meant... Well, this is the question bit. Should we phone the council?
Hang on, hang on, start again. You're talking about someone who lives on your street?
Yes. No, well, it's actually an avenue.
Right.
But they don't... No one really knows because he wears... His clothes are different.
Yeah.
And he's of a darker complexion, and he just acts very differently, and, you know, we don't know what to do about him.
Yeah. Well, surely there's people of loads of different colours in your street.
Yes, there are, yes.
Right, but you can't define what this one is?
No, he didn't know either when I asked him.
Right. Is he causing a menace?
No, none at all, actually. He's quite a nice man.
So why do you want to get rid of him?
I don't really, but I just wondered if the council would remove him.
What? But he lives in a house, right, in your avenue. He doesn't...
A man there did say yes, he lived in the house.
Do you know what his name is?
No, we don't know, but another man said his name might be Parvish, but another man said it might be Tandil.
Right. What do you exactly want me to do about this?
Well, do we phone the council? Is there some way that on behalf of the BBC we do some... Not a petition, is it? We just don't really know what to do. My wife and I doesn't know.
Well, if he's not causing a problem, then just let him live his life.
Well, I suppose I'm only doing my bit.
For who?
The country.
Right, thanks very much for your call.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Okay, my next caller is Chuck Perry. Hello.
I'll tell you what I'm cool about love.
Right.
I'll tell you what. That's got to be the biggest joke of the lot, hasn't it? Love, romance, commitment. Don't make me laugh, Gary.
Are you in love? You sound like you are. Are you in love, Chuck?
I've been hurt too many times, mate.
Have you? Chuck, are you laughing on the inside?
I'm dying inside, mate. That's the biggest joke of the lot.
Thanks very much for your call. Thanks, Chuck Perry there. Thank you, Chuck. Okay, I've got a Pearly King on the line. Hello.
Hello, Gary. God bless you. God bless us all.
You're a real-life Pearly King?
I'm Pearly, yeah, I'm a Pearly King. My father was Pearly, my nan's Pearly, my wife's Pearly, my cousin's Pearly, my Uncle Joe, he's one of the best Pearlies, his leg's gone now. My two boys, Gary and Dave, both Pearly.
Yeah.
The other one, he's gone goff, we'll forget him.
Oh, right.
Well, I'm calling in to say that I would like to extend the hand of friendship to the Muslims.
Oh.
Go into the mosques, go amongst them, because they come amongst us, and really show them, Gary, the Pearly way.
What is the Pearly way?
Get round the Joanna, get them all round the Joanna.
Yeah.
Get some chili noodles, pirate mesh, and all of a lovely sing-song.
That sounds great.
Hey!
Hey! A real-life Pearly King there. I love this job. Okay, right, we've got someone else calling in now from the M17. Hello, who's there?
Well, I call myself a princess of the roads.
Oh, right.
And I think I've just seen my first dead body, so I'm quite excited.
What?
I think I've just seen somebody die by the side of the road. I was trying to take photos on my camera, but I went by too fast.
Right, this is a discussion programme. We don't want everyone just keep ringing in telling us about traffic incidents.
I thought there was this man, his face was all smashed up.
Okay,
It looked like an omelette, but one made out of blood.
Right, thanks for your call, Road Princess.
Oh, Princess of the Road.
Thanks, bye.
Retiring from duty after this, I think.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. So, we got Marcus Pell on the line. Hello, Marcus.
Good evening, Bellamy.
And you're talking about immigration.
I'm talking about immigration. I've been listening to the programme. Very good.
Mm.
And I do have a lot of issues around immigration. I'm English.
Yeah.
English stock, born, bred, prime. And the way I see it is this. I don't like the influx. I think they're not good people. There's a lack of purity. And I think the country is under siege.
Look, hang on, sorry to interrupt. You can't just say all these people coming over aren't good people. There's good and bad in everyone. Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah. Well, you see, in my house, we just call that song Ivory.
Dear.
We don't acknowledge the existence of wonder. But here's the thing, and this is what I propose, man. What I say is this: let's put these curbs in. Come on, let's have this now. Come on, let's have these restrictions. Let's stop them coming in. But this is another problem, you see. You can stop the people coming in from the African islands. What do you do about the Europeans? Well, what I suggest we do about the Europeans is we stop them as well. And here's another thing, and this is what I'm suggesting, Bellamy. I don't like the Scotch. I don't like the Welsh. I don't like the Irish. So this is what I'm proposing. Let's just keep England for the English. And this is what I'm proposing. I don't like the Northerners. I don't think they help. I don't think they add to our rich culture. So I'm suggesting a north-south divide, but I'm not going to stop there, Bellamy. What I'm suggesting is, I live in Cheveley in Berkshire. I don't want to let the people in from Hungerford. I don't like the people from Reading.
Well, listen,
so I think let's keep Cheveley as Cheveley, but I don't want the people from the neighbouring street patrolling our street. Who are they? Are they going to marry in? Are they going to infiltrate our blood?
So you're basically saying keep the Pell House for the Pels. Is that it?
That is absolutely, and any member of my family who doesn't abide by it will be expelled, and that is, and excuse me, that is not a joke. So I really do think, yes, let's all remain within our own capsules.
But what kind of life is that to live?
It's an English life.
Thanks very much for your call. It's very interesting. Thank you very much. Hello, my next call is Martina from Poland. Hello, Martina.
Yes, Gary. My boyfriend is working as builder.
Yeah.
And he worked very hard. He works very good. If somebody said to me, he does my job, I say, you do the job. Englishmen is lazy, they don't want to work.
No, that's true.
They don't want to work.
You've got an absolute point there. I mean, if men in this country are saying that you're coming over and taking all their jobs, if you're doing your jobs better than we are, then fair play to you. I mean, that's absolutely fair enough. Although I wouldn't want him to take my job.
He's build and he's electric and plumb.
What, he does plumb?
Yes, skill. He's skill.
Oh, he sounds quite good.
Many things.
Right, well, I've got a few jobs that actually need doing.
Yes.
Actually, if you could, when we finish the call, if you could stay on the line.
Yes.
And someone from the office will take your number and
Yes.
they'll get back to you.
Yes.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yes.
Thanks very much for your call.
Yes.
Thanks, Martina.
Yes.
Bye. You see,
Yes.
I embrace immigrants to this country, and it's not just because I need some cheap plumbing work done on my flat. And I must say, on a personal level, I have been saddened by the intolerant views on immigration expressed by some of our callers on tonight's Down the Line, and so it is with a heavy heart that I go to our last call of the evening. Hello, who's there?
Sergeant Bob Church here, traffic police. I'm calling from the M17.
Oh, right, there's been a terrible accident there, I hear.
There's been a major traffic incident, sir.
Yeah.
And in fact, it appears that the gentleman who caused the aforementioned incident was on the phone at the time, and the last number dialed was you.
Oh. Well,
so, do you recall speaking to the deceased?
Deceased?
That's correct, sir, deceased.
He's dead?
That's right, sir. Deceased usually means dead, yes.
You sure?
Well, how can I put it? His head is approximately 3 metres away from his body at the moment, sir. That's usually an indication of death.
Yeah, well, I did...
Listen, sir, were you speaking to the deceased earlier? As far as, from my record of his mobile, it seems that you were the last person he talked to. Do you know?
No, I was talking to him for a while. In fact, we were talking for about 3-4 minutes, actually.
Well, that's very responsible, sir, and in fact, it's an offence to knowingly conduct a phone conversation with someone whilst they're driving. Are you aware of that?
I wasn't talking to him for long.
It's neither here nor there whether you were talking to him for very long.
I hardly spoke to him at all. In fact, I was telling him to put the phone down and that it was an offence to...
The fact is that by your actions, you have led indirectly to the cause of an accident, and as such, you could be charged on the road traffic
listen, I told him to get off the phone. He was very brief on the phone. I told him to get off.
Don't take that tone with me, sir.
I'm not taking any tone.
Don't take that tone with me. Give me your name, please.
Gary Bellamy.
Not like the fellow off the radio.
Well, I'm him.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, you Gary Bellamy off the radio?
Yeah.
The phone-in show?
Yes.
Oh, no, you're joking.
No.
Oh, crikey, is that Gary Bellamy from the radio show? Oh, I love that show. I've been trying to get through for weeks, you know. I mean, I've got a lot of really strong opinions, as you can imagine, not least about the wearing of the burqa.
Oh, what a shame. We've just run out of time. Why don't you give us a call next week?
Well, yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great.
Yeah. In fact, you could go and use the Listen Again facility on BBC Radio's website. You can listen to the whole Down the Line episode and hear that particular section, and I think you'll find that I will be exonerated and that I was actually trying to get the man off the phone, the deceased. So that all seems to have turned out nicely, and it is with a happy heart that I, the award-winning Gary Bellamy, wish you, the great British public, a good night. God bless.